It's an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school sports night on AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and WDADradio.com. High school basketball, Indiana Little Indians versus the Knoch Knights. Tonight's game is sponsored by InFirst Bank, Hutton Blues Insurance, Indiana Regional Medical Center, by Good and Associates, Luther Ford Lincoln, S&T Bank, Crimson Wealth Management, by Young and Associates, Marion Center Bank, Costello and Sons Sanitation, the William G. Meckling Insurance Agency, and by First Commonwealth Bank. Now let's go courtside for high school basketball on AM 1450 WDAD, 100.3 FM, and WDADradio.com.
And good evening, everybody. Coming to you live tonight from 5th Street Gym at Indiana High School in downtown Indiana. It is an IRMC high school basketball sports night featuring the Indiana Little Indians and the visiting Knoch Knights at 9-2, 2-0 in the WPI AL section 4A1. Indiana, they're even both sides, 5-5 overall, 1-1 in the section, and it's a big-time matchup for them tonight as they look to knock off one of the top teams in their section here on their home court. Glad to have you along inside the S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, People Forward Banking. Jake Slobodnik joining you from the mezzanine level here at 5th Street Gym. Glad to have you along for a Tuesday night boys basketball matchup. Indiana, well, they're having a pretty successful start to 2024. They've split their first two section games, picking up a win in their first game of the year against Greensburg-Salem back on January 3rd, where they edged them 65-64. But then they came home to 5th Street Gym, and it was anything but positive for the Little Indians. They fell to Hampton, the Talbots. That was 72-31 in a game that they just could not get anything going recently. And Knoch, on the other hand, they've won their last 5 games, including a 63-30 thrashing over section rival Greensburg-Salem, familiar name. And they look to continue it here tonight, look for their 10th straight win, jump out to a quick double-digit win column here in the month of January. So looking at Indiana, following a 2022-23 campaign, they went 6-16 overall, 1-9 in the section, and Coach Greg Lozana came into this season looking for better results. He's getting it so far, as we said, splitting section play to start things off, and already at 5 wins, so only 1 away from their win total last year. So things are looking promising for them. And against Greensburg-Salem, back on January 3rd, Aaron Webb, the freshman phenom, notched a career-high 26 points. And the ceiling just continues to grow up for him. And senior Evan Brocious, he also found double figures with 12 points. Junior Stanford Webb followed with 9. In that loss to Hampton, nobody got double digits for Indiana. Stanford Webb led all scorers with 9 points. Well, Indiana scores, it is. And then senior Isaac Nygren added 8. And it was a pretty one-sided affair against the Hampton Talbots a couple nights ago. The Talbots jumped out to a 29-4 first quarter lead, and Indiana just had difficulty coming back from there, so they look for better results tonight. Whether they're down at the end of one and they're just looking to keep it close, or they're on the positive side of things after one and throughout the rest of the game, Little Indians look for better fortunes here tonight on their home court. It's also elementary basketball recognition night tonight. Just as we were signing on, they were recognizing all elementary teams down at half court, and they're sticking around to cheer on the hometown Little Indians in what could be a big game for them. Their second of 2 straight home games before they depart for 2 on the road. And it's a pretty back-and-forth schedule throughout the month of January, but we'll detail that as we continue. Hey, coming up next, we are continuing with our pregame coverage. We're going to talk with head coach Greg Lazanik of the Indiana High Little Indians. We'll get his thoughts on team start to 2024 and get his thoughts on the Knoch Knights who enter 5th Street Gym here tonight. Before you know, we'll be back with you in the S&T Bank broadcast booth, giving you starting lineups and tip-off from 5th Street Gym. So we invite you to stick around. It should be a good one here as we continue with an IRMC High School Sports Night. Better health, better life. Indiana Regional Medical Center, proud sponsor of all of our radio broadcasts, and on Renda Digital TV, the Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, Beyond the Sunset Pet Crematory are presenting sponsors for our digital coverage. If you're listening on the radio side, feel free to search up Renda Digital TV on YouTube and click on the live stream that's out there right now. You can tune in wherever you are absolutely for free all night long and throughout the remainder of the year, all for free on Renda Digital TV. We'll take a timeout, pay some bills, and we'll come back with Coach Greg Lazanik next as we continue with our pregame show on an IRMC High School Sports Night, WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is very proud to be the presenting sponsor of all Indiana Little Indians video broadcasts this season.
Hi, this is Rebecca Donahue.
And I'm Andrew Tylinski. Last year, we had overwhelming support from the community, watching and celebrating the accomplishments of these young student athletes.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Luther Ford, one trusted name, two great locations. And right now, Luther Ford has the wheels and they're making deals. Buy a new 2023 Ford Mustang Mach-E and save $10,000 and everyone qualifies. Or lease a new 2023 Ford Escape Active all-wheel drive. Just $388 a month for 36 months with no money down. Luther Ford, two great locations, Route 119 Homer City and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
Athletic contests involve strength, determination, and perseverance.
Hi, I'm Andrew Tylinski.
And I'm Rebecca Donahue.
The team at Beyond the Sunset Pet Crematory in Indiana understands the importance of those qualities and is proud to be a presenting sponsor of all Little Indians video broadcasts this year.
Beyond the Sunset can guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a beloved pet. You can find us online at beyondthesunsetpets.com.
When choosing a pet crematory, the crematory you choose does make a difference.
MarionCenterBank.com. Looking for a bank that's rooted in your community? Looking for a bank that has all the latest options that a hometown bank should have? For personal and business banking, home loans and student loans, and fraud protection that's state-of-the-art, trust Marion Center Bank. With locations servicing Indiana, Armstrong, and Cambria counties. Struggling with student loan applications and decisions? Now is the perfect time to inquire about student loans at Marion Center Bank. MarionCenterBank.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Back with you on the pregame show on Renda Digital TV and WDAD. Indiana battling Knoch tonight at 5th Street Gym. Joining us on the pregame show, boys head coach Greg Lazanik. Coach, welcome to 2024. It's been a while since you and I have both spoken, but winning 3 out of your last 4 entering 2024, including a winning in your section opener against Greensburg-Salem. Unfortunately, it's followed up with a loss against Hampton, a very tough team as well. But overall, pretty good start to the year for your team.
Yeah, it has been. We're 5-5. I think most people around the program would have taken that at this point. Like you said, we've won some games recently. Our big thing is we have to be more consistent. You know, the nights we put the ball in the hoop, we seem to play well and win. When we don't, we don't.
Yeah. Judging from this time last year to now, would you say that your team has taken a big step forward?
Oh, it's a world difference. I mean, we weren't competitive last year basically with anybody, you know, especially in the section. And I expect next year at this time we'll take that same giant step in the year after, and maybe even the year after that. But absolutely, we are way more competitive. We are so much better as a basketball team than we were this time last year.
Should be an exciting second half of the year then. And going back to that section opener, we talk a lot about Aaron Webb. We did last time. We sat down and talked, but we'd be remiss if we didn't revisit his last game against Greensburg-Salem. Career high 26 points. He's just a freshman, and really, is there even more of a ceiling that he can break?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Aaron just doesn't understand yet. You know, he doesn't understand that you have to play defense, first of all.
Right.
But no, he does not understand how he can take over a game on the offensive end and I think by this time next year, he will also understand that he'll be able to take over the game on the defensive end. Aaron has the potential to be the best player we've had in the program since Carlos Carter, who graduated a few years ago. Carlos was PSAC Player of the Year at Shippensburg and is now playing professionally in Germany. So literally the sky's the limit for Aaron.
Judging him in Stanford, when you look at Stanford when he was back in his freshman, sophomore season, how can you sort of compare these two performances?
Aaron is more athletic than Stanford is. Okay. Now, they both can dunk the ball like crazy, you know, but Aaron, because of Aaron's AAU and that experience he's gotten, I mean, he's literally gone everywhere on this side of the Mississippi River to play basketball. And I was just talking to his dad here, and he's already he's on some AAU team. They're going to Arizona. And so, well, AAU doesn't always teach the team concept, obviously. You know, it's more one-on-one and individual. Aaron is getting this experience at Stanford. He played AAU, but it was more of a local Western Pennsylvania, you know, tri-state area AAU than Aaron. So Aaron's already getting looks, and you just can't beat the competition Aaron's playing.
It's going to be exciting over the next 3 years to see how he can really blossom. Now, we're in the midst of section play. That's underway. 2 games already under your belt, another one coming up tonight against Knoch. And this is the time of year where practice makes perfect. Well, let me retract that. Perfect practice makes perfect. Take me through the past couple of days of practice. How have things been from your perspective?
Well, you know, we came out against Hampton Friday night, and I was very disappointed in our intensity. I could tell in the locker room we weren't ready to play. I begged the guys to get ready during the pregame warm-up, and Hampton just punched us in the face early. And that's a sign of a young team. You know, they're coming off that big section win, you know. But last night I thought we had a great practice, one of our better practices that we've had in a while. So I'm anxious to see how we come out tonight.
I am too. And, you know, you come out against a very competitive Knoch team, 9 wins on the season. You and I were talking before we got on the air. They have a lot of height. They have a 7-foot kid and a 6'8" kid. That 7-foot kid was 6'8" last year. Yeah. They just can't seem to stop growing.
They are growing. You know, Knoch has a great team. You know, our section seems to be, it's interesting. There's 6 teams in a section. There's 3 at the top. And then there is a line there. And right now, though, we're at that line. You know, we want to try to poke above that line, and the top 4 in the section make the playoffs. So we still have that goal in mind, even though you know, we had a tough one Friday, we got a tough one tonight. Now we go to the defending WPL champs Friday down at Highlands. But you know, Knoch, what a great team, all young, 4 great guards, 7 foot 6'8". You know, when I'm looking at Aaron, you know, we say he's 6'5". He'll tell you he's 6'3". You know, Stanford's about 6'3", but they're my guards.
Yeah.
So my front line is 6'2", 6'1", and 7 foot is 7 foot. I don't care what you say. You know, it's a pure advantage.
They've got speed. They've got size. Coach, leaving you off here, what's it going to take for a win against Knoch tonight?
Well, you know what? Again, we have to come out strong. We have to limit them to 1 shot. We can't give up a load of offensive rebounds, even with that size. We have to stop dribble penetration from their guards, because they do like to dribble penetrate, but then again, they can shoot to 3. So, you know, I was thinking, and I'm brushing off a 25-year-old defense that I used 25 years ago. So we did some tweaking on defense tonight, and we did some tweaking on offense to hopefully get some jump shots instead of, if we penetrate to the hoop, which I think we can do, the big guys are just going to swat it away on us. So we did some tweaks on both ends of the floor. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out tonight, but more importantly, it'll be interesting for me to see how our guys comprehend it and try to execute it. We talked defense for 45 minutes last night, made some changes. Offense for a half hour, made some changes. So with a young team, those changes don't always translate to the next day. So that's what I'm looking for.
Should be an exciting one. Coach, good luck tonight. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Steve.
Coach Greg Lazanik of the Indiana boys basketball team. More pregame coverage coming your way next on WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Hey, Indiana sports fans! Good & Associates Insurance Agency is proud to support Indiana high sports. The team at Good & Associates live and work in Indiana and have been serving this great community since 1955. At Good & Associates, the priority is doing what is best for the clients, helping families like yours with auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance. The agency will be there every step of the way. Contact your trusted community advisor today, Good & Associates Insurance, to get a quote. 724-465-8887.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So Good Patient Care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is very proud to be the presenting sponsor of all Indiana Little Indians video broadcasts this season.
Hi, this is Rebecca Donahue.
And I'm Andrew Tylinski. Last year, we had overwhelming support from the community, watching and celebrating the accomplishments of these young student athletes.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
And we welcome you back to 5th Street Gym. The Indiana boys battling Knoch here tonight. A little Tuesday night sectional matchup in the WPIAL 4A Section 1. Have the starting lineups for you momentarily and tip-off tonight. First, we're going to bring the cheer squads and dance team out on the half court as we get set for the national anthem here in just a little bit. Jake Slobodnik joining you from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. Garrett Clark, our studio engineer tonight in the WDAD studios, handling the radio side. Sam Snedden, our camera operator, to my right. To my left, Laura Slobodnik, our statistician. Glad to have you along here tonight, as should be a very good matchup here at 5th Street Gym.
All right, they're lined up. Let's do the national anthem first.
And we're going to have the national anthem now. Pat Snyder gearing things up. And here it is.
It's time to honor America. Please rise if able. Remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
That's the national anthem. We're ready for starting lineups tonight at 5th Street Gym.
We're not. They're starting.
And we'll start with the Knoch Knights in their navy blue uniforms with light gold lettering and white trim. They send out the starting five of the following: 4 sophomores. Actually, 5 sophomores to start things off. A wing standing 6'7", number 2, Derek Lang. A 6'2" guard wearing number 3, Jackson Bauman. A 6'2" sophomore guard, number 21, Tegan Finucane. 6-foot wing play in his sophomore season, number 22, Caden Spencer. And then a 7-foot forward wearing number 44, Zane Pasek. I'm sure if he reached his arms up, he could just absolutely reach over the railing up here on the mezzanine level. And under the direction of head coach Greg Lozanik, assisted by Mark Arbuckle and Stan Webb, the Indiana starters, donned in their white uniforms with black lettering and red trim. send out the starting five of the following. A freshman guard forward standing 6'5", number 21, Aaron Webb.
Number 3 is a senior guard, Evan Brocious.
A junior guard forward standing 6'3", number 1, his brother, Stanford Webb. A junior guard forward standing 6'2", number 15, Jaden Petrovich. And a senior guard standing 6'1", number 5, Trevor Todd, getting the start tonight. Has been intermixed in the starting lineup here a couple of times, and tonight we'll get the start. Looking to get an early start here against the Knoch Knights. As we mentioned in our earlier pregame notes, Aaron Webb coming off a quiet night against Hampton, but before that he preceded it with a 26 career-high performance against Greensburg-Salem to rein in the new year. Did so on the road back on January 3rd, and he's looking to bring the Magic home here tonight. Second of 2 straight home games for Indiana tonight. Fell to Hampton just 4 days ago, 72-31, looking for retribution tonight. You look around the WPIAL Section 4A1, Hampton leads the way at 2-0. Knoch right behind them. They have more points for, but have allowed more points to opponents. And that margin is 6, so very tight race for the first 2 spots. Highlands comes in third, followed by Indiana, both of them at 1-1. Greensburg-Salem and Freeport round things out in the section at 0-2. Aaron Webb will go up against Zane Pasek tonight. Indiana operating right to left, Knoch left to right, and Aaron Webb overcomes a 7-foot forward to win the tip-off. And we're underway here tonight at 5th Street Gym. Evan Brocious brings it across from the far side. Finding Petrovich up top. A long 3 to start things off. It caroms off the back iron and into the hands of Derek Lang. And Knoch goes to work for the first time tonight. Against the Knoch Knights. Or against the Indiana Little Indians. Long 3 coming by Jackson Bowman. Shot no good. Webb took a premature hop. Pasek got the rebound, but then fires into the backcourt. It's going to be a backcourt violation. A turnover for Knoch tonight. First of the game for either side. We've played 40 seconds, and it's a scoreless affair so far tonight. Glad to have you along, Jake Slobodnik from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. People forward banking. That's S&T Bank. Trevor Todd double team straight off the inbound on the opposite side of half court. He gets it across. I'll take it along the perimeter, looking down low. Nothing there. He fires to Aaron Webb on the right, over to Petrovich. Quick little handoff to Evan Brocious, and they're going to regroup from the left. Now Petrovich, 3-ball coming, this time from the left corner, and he nails it. Petrovich with a redemption 3, and we are off to a 3-0 Indiana lead with 1 minute and 5 seconds played. Ballman on the opposite end, looking the left corner, now to the key for Caden Spencer, who's the ball stripped away. Second turnover for Knoch. On the opposite end, Brocious goes up hard, trying to draw the foul. Nothing there. It's a 2-on-1. Pasek going up and misses the dunk, but he's fouled by Petrovich, and Pasek will go to the line. Well, if you're Indiana, you're breathing a sigh of relief because Pasek, he's got the height. He can dunk it on you. If you're looking in the realm of smart fouls, I guess you could classify that as on the fence. So Pasek to the line to shoot 2. Could make it a 1-point game if he converts on both. Front end of 2 is good. Pasek once again. Toes the charity stripe. He fires it up and he converts on both. It's a 3-2 game. Indiana still out in front. Todd off the inbound. Knoch with a slight full court pressure defense. Aaron Webb matched up with Pasek. Bounce pass, it ends up with Trevor Todd from the arc right. Shot too short, and Pasek right there to haul it in. Looking up court, here's Ballman. Over to the right for Finucane. Ballman up top, back to Teagan. Takes one hop before finding Derek Lang up top to regroup. Ballman this time on the left side, along the arc. Finucane ends up with it from the right. His 3-ball is no good. Petrovich comes down with the rebound. Here comes Evan Brocious with it, slowing things down for the moment. Finds Petrovich up top. Thought about taking a 3, and he does. Found some clearing, and he sinks it. It's 6-2 Indiana.
Petrovich for 3.
Caden Petrovich, another 3-ball. 5:46 to go in the first, and Indiana's got a 4-point lead. It's 6-2. Finucane on the right. for Knoch on this offensive possession. Looking to Bauman up top, driving the middle of the key. Almost slips, finds Pasek though. Little hook shot from the left, and it's good.
Pasek for 2.
6-4 the score in favor of Indiana. Still a full-court press for Knoch as Indiana tries to break it, and they do. Brocious crosses the timeline, now the volleyball line. 5:16 to go in the opening frame. Stanford Webb cuts in, nothing there. Aaron Webb gets it. 3-ball, and he sinks it. 3 3-pointers for Indiana to start off. It is a 9-4 lead. Welcome to the points column tonight, Aaron Webb. At the 5-minute mark, 9-4 Indiana. The Knights go back to work on the right side of the court. Spencer looking up top. Bauman driving. Finds a little bit of clearing, and the finger roll converts. 9-6 the score.
Jackson Bauman, 2 points.
Now for Indiana. Trevor Todd driving that left lane. Size differential. He'll dish it back out to Webb, who fakes a shot from the corner left. He goes up hard. Lays it up, but he stepped on the line. It's a turnover for Indiana. Indiana student section letting their opposition be known, but it's still the Knights' ball at 4:26 to go in the first. 9-6 Indiana with the early lead. Derek Lang with it up top for the Knights, finding Bauman on the left. Now back to Lang, who pulls up from 3 on the right arc, and he ties this one at 9. 4 3-pointers to start things off here tonight. First one for Knoch, and now on the opposite end, Petrovic pulls up. Shoots over Pasek. This 3-ball not good, though. Bauman comes down with the rebound. He takes it the length of the floor. Goes up hard from the right. Shot, little short, falls into the hands of Trevor Todd. Now at 3:52 to play. On the opposite end, Todd to Petrovic. Dribbles from the left elbow. Thought about shooting, but he'll regroup up top. Up top, Petrovic. And now a long 3 coming by Stanford Webb. The 3s are falling for Indiana. It's 12-9. And Trevor Todd's going to have a conversation with one of the officials. Not sure what it was. And we have a timeout on the floor. 3:28 to go in the first. It's 3 City here in Indiana. 12-9 Indiana back in a moment on WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Now it's time for the Indiana.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is very proud to be the presenting sponsor of all Indiana Little Indians video broadcasts this season.
Hi, this is Rebecca Donahue.
And I'm Andrew Tylinski. Last year, we had overwhelming support from the community, watching and celebrating the accomplishments of these young student athletes.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
WDAD.
3:28 to go in this first period. Indiana with a 12-9 lead over the Knoch Knights. There have been 5 3-pointers made this quarter. 4 of them have fallen for Indiana. Knights will get the ball. Caden Spencer will inbound it from the baseline in the backcourt. Back underway with you in the S&T Bank broadcast booth. People forward banking. On the opposite end, that one's going to go out. Almost tipped away, but Knoch, just a little miscommunication, turns the ball over for the 3rd time this frame. Knights not having the start they wanted. Indiana, though, will gladly take what they're dealt. Tristan Redinger into the game now for Indiana, coming off the bench. Now back to the full court press. Indiana breaks it easily. They got a breakaway. Isaac Nygren from the left, and he lays it up and in. 14-9 Indiana. Nygren off the bench, dunks it in for 2. Metaphorically, he laid it in. Now Lang dishing it up top for Tegan Finucane. Almost had a 3. Now they find Lang, now to the left corner for Bauman, who bombs a 3. It's no good. And Caden Spencer comes 2 Little Indians for the rebound. Dishes to Finucane. Redemption 3, no good. Pasek takes it off the hop. Knoch getting a couple lucky bounces to keep this one in their possession. And as Finucane tried driving the baseline right, he's fouled by Tristan Redinger. That'll be Tristan's first of the game, Indiana's third of the quarter. Or rather, second. Ballman inbound from the baseline right, finding Lang. Tries to find some clearing, instead finds Finucane from the left arc. Couple dribbles, pulls up from about 15, his shot's no good. Spencer on the rebound offensively, sets up for Ballman, who drives, and he's going to get fouled. No, it's a turnover. He's called for the walk. Had he not taken that extra step, Aaron Webb would have drew his first foul of the game, but he'll take it. Webb, now to Evan Brocious. Between two defenders looking for Redinger. He's body blocked by Pasek. Nothing called. Now an 18-footer by Aaron Webb. Doesn't fall. Redinger on the offensive board. His shot's blocked. And Knoch will take over once again. Gritty style of play by both sides so far. 14-9 Indiana with 2:07 to go and a foul called on the opposite end. Tegan Finucane went up for the rebound on the left side. He's fouled by Aaron Webb. Third team foul for Indiana, first for Aaron tonight. And now Tegan Finucane to the line for the first time tonight. Second night to go to the line. Pasek was perfect his first trip. The front end converts. And Finucane's second attempt is good. 14-11 the score, 2-for-2 trip. Mark Collinger into the game for Indiana with 2:06 to go in the first. 14-11, the Little Indians with a lead. Brocious inbounds to Collinger, now back to Evan. Trying to break the press once again. They've been quite successful so far. Brocious and Redinger will throw it back and forth, and they're able to break it. They get across, Redinger pulls back. And Aaron Webb can't handle it. And it's going to be an easy turnover for Indiana, their second. Now Knoch, they can convert a three-point play, will tie it up, but not before Hunter Martin enters the game for Indiana. Martin, a 6-foot senior guard wearing number 11. Off the inbound pass, Finucane ends up with it. Now looking to the left is Ballman. He's got Lang as an outlet up top, but instead fires it across court to Spencer. Now out to Lang. And at the left elbow, it's going to be a rough one for Finucane. He finagles free, and a defensive foul called. It's going to be on Isaac Nygren. And this is going to be a shooting foul, so Finucane returns to the line for Knoch.
He's shooting two.
Didn't look like he was shooting from up here, but they rolled a shooting foul, and it's only the fourth team foul, so. Finucane's first doesn't hit. It's off the back iron. And Finucane nails the second. It's 14-12. Indiana still out in front. Redinger back to Brocious again. Back to the full court press, trying to break it, and they do. They find Collinger up court. Back to Redinger up top, who's assumed the point guard duties for now. Aaron Webb has a seat to the right. Hunter Martin on the right. Now up to Isaac Nygren. Fakes a shot. He's up against Pasek. Fakes a shot. He goes up hard from the right. Uses the backboard and falls in. On the opposite end, Ballman pumping the gas pretty quickly, finding Lang in the left corner. Back to Ballman. Back to Lang in the corner for a three ball, and he sinks it. Makes it a one-point game. 16-15, under a minute to go at 54 seconds. Up court, Collinger. Quick dish to the right for Martin, who pumps a three of his own. It's overshot. Nygren overcomes one man. Has to go over two for the bucket. It's no good. Pasek with the defensive board. All he had to do was reach over top everybody and haul that one in. Finucane on the opposite end, driving the baseline right. Loses the ball. It's a turnover for Knoch, their fifth. And Indiana's got 30 seconds to try and extend this lead. Down low to a wide open Isaac Nygren, who goes up against Pasek. And a clean block. Proves another quality defensive stand for Knoch. Now on the opposite end, a travel called as Caden Spencer saw the open lane but got a little overzealous. Turnover number 6 for Knoch. Trevor Todd re-enters the floor for Indiana. 17.6 seconds to go in this frame. 16-15, the Little Indians. Here at Fifth Street Gym with the lead. Off the inbound, Todd over to Redinger. They're going to exchange passes. Looking up court, finding Collinger. Isaac Nygren fakes, drives. He's corralled by a bunch of defenders. And then a travel call. 9 total turnovers between these two teams so far with 7 seconds to play in the opening frame. Ballman off the inbound. We'll let things roll for just a moment. 5 seconds. He's got a quick run and gun. Finds Lang in the corner for 3. He shoots it. It's no good. Fight for the rebound, and that's going to draw an end to this eventful first quarter. A lot of 3 balls, but it's only a 1-point affair between Indiana and Knoch. To the second quarter of action we go on an IRMC High School Sports Night. Indiana 16, Knoch 15. Back with you in a moment on WDAD and streaming on Renda Digital TV.
Bowser-Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is very proud to be the presenting sponsor of all Indiana Little Indians video broadcasts this season.
Hi, this is Rebecca Donahue.
And I'm Andrew Tylinski. Last year, we had overwhelming support from the community, watching and celebrating the accomplishments of these young student athletes.
Bowser-Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives.
Bowser-Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
WDAD Indiana.
Second set of 8 on the board. Indiana with a 16-15 lead over the Knoch Knights at Fifth Street Gym. Jake Slobodnik re-welcoming you back into the S&T Bank broadcast booth. People forward banking. The Knights with possession to start things off. They trail by 1, looking to take a lead for the first time tonight. On their end, Zarian Finucane looks to the left. Ball's up in the air, but it's corralled by Zachary Sobalski. Derek Lang. Couple 3 balls made that first quarter. Spencer, and now over to Sobalski. Might have taken an extra step, but the basket counts. It's 17-16. The Knights with their first lead of the night. Aaron Webb back into the game. Wide open 3 from the left. His shot, little off kilter. Lang comes down with a rebound, overpowering Petrovic. And now Derek Lang this time on the right arc for Knoch. Looking up top. Jackson Ballman almost let it get away from him, but he corrals it. Good hands there. They find Derek Lang after the pass to Sobalski. Back to Ballman, back to Lang. 3 ball on the way, slightly contested. He's going to draw the shooting foul. It's going to be on Trevor Todd.
This will be 3 shots.
There'll be a 3 free throw attempts coming. That's Trevor Todd's first personal foul. Lang to the line for the first time tonight. The front end of 3 is good. Second of 2, no good. So in essence, will be a 1-point affair. Or a 1-score affair, excuse me. Lang fires the third, and he converts. It's 18-16, or 19-16, excuse me. 2 for 3 trip, not a bad line for Derek Lang. Indiana back to work, facing some pressure in the backcourt. They get it across half court. Evan Brocious will recollect things. He's matched up with Lang. Size mismatch here, but see how Indiana responds. Trevor Todd taking a screen by Petrovic, finds Jaden, steps back, 3 ball, no good, doesn't tie it, follows his shot, gets the rebound, goes up, gets the bucket and the foul. What an attempt by Jaden Petrovic. He'll go to the line, looking to convert a 3-point play and possibly tie this one up at 19. Toes the line, gets the ball, fires it away. And it's good. We're tied at 19. 6.5 to go. Tied at 19 here in the second quarter. From left to right, Knoch operates. Ballman matched up with his counterpart in Brocious, finds Lang along the perimeter, drives, dishes to Spencer for a corner three from the right. No good. Evan Brocious uncontested on the rebound, and Indiana will look to reclaim the lead that they held heading out of the first period. Still tied at 19, approaching the 6-minute mark. Jaden Petrovic takes it up top. Sets a screen by Todd, picks up his dribble a little premature, but he's able to find Stanford Webb, takes a shot, drives inward, is cut off, finds Todd, then he drives the left, backing in. Thought about fading, but dishes to Petrovic. Thought about a three. Doesn't take it, though. And they'll regroup with Brocious up top, under 6 at 5:52. To the top of the key for Petrovic. Little give and go to Stanford Webb, and then a defensive foul. So Indiana will get it along the baseline.
Foul's on.
Or no, it's going to be on Evan Brocious.
Ball out of bounds for Knoch.
The way it looked like it was on Knoch, but no, they say it's an offensive foul, so a turnover for Indiana. That's their 4th of the game so far. Didn't quite see what happened down there, as it's pretty far away from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. Either way, Knoch with the ball, looking to capitalize on the turnover. Zarian Finucane looking to the corner for Sobalski. They dish it out. 3-ball by Ballman. It's no good. Stanford Webb on the rebound. He's got the numbers against him. It's a 3-on-1. He goes up from the center lane, and he gets it to fall in. 21-19. Stanford Webb reclaims the lead with the numbers against him, but Indiana's got to hold him here on defense. Knoch with a 3-ball by Zarian Finucane. Doesn't hit off the back iron. Aaron Webb gets the rebound uncontested. They flip the court. Here's Brocious. Now to the left for Trevor Todd at 5 minutes. Webb up top. To the left for Brocious. Matched up with Lang. Now he's double-teamed for a split second before they bounce off. Brocious to the right side for Stanford Webb. Over to Petrovic up top. Fakes a shot. Matched up with Pasek. He's going to drive the right lane behind the back action. Switching lanes. He goes up hard, and he draws the shooting foul. Petrovic, he's having himself quite a first half. And he's playing smart basketball, too. When the size mismatch is against you, you got to try and draw fouls. Tear him down step by step. Pasek's first foul, Petrovic to the line to shoot 2. The first. Sinks right on through.
Finucane returns, 21.
Tegan Finucane returns to the floor for Knoch. He joins his brother Zarian, Pasek, Sobalski, and Ballman on the floor, as Petrovic's second falls in as well. 23-19. For Indiana on the court, the Webb brothers, Stanford and Aaron, Jaden Petrovic, Trevor Todd, and Evan Brocious. Tegan Finucane on the right, Sobalski up top, regroup. No, back to Tegan on the right arc. Now to the left for Ballman, fakes a shot, drives. Out to Zarian, fakes a shot, driving the baseline, goes up hard, he's stuffed by Trevor Todd. He gets his own rebound, though, goes up hard from the right, bounces it off the glass, and it's in. You want to talk about how quickly momentum can shift on a possession? There you go. Indiana built some off the stuff by Todd, but a lucky bounce falls into Zarian Finucane's hands, and a reverse layup, a thing of beauty, hits off the glass, and he'll go to the line for a 3-point play. To make this a 1-point game, he fires it, and it hits. 23-22 now. Going to break the press. Trevor Todd looking for an outlet up court, and he does across the half-court line. Stanford Webb taking the pass from his brother, and it's no good. Pasek able to come down with it. 4:16 to play in the quarter. Driving. Ballman goes up hard from the right, and he draws the shooting foul. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. And the foul's on Evan Brocious. That's his second, Indiana's 4th.
So Bauman's going to be shooting 2.
Bauman's going to be shooting 2. He could tie it and possibly reclaim the lead for the Knoch Knights. Their first lead came in the opening moments of the second quarter. Indiana rallied back to take it back. And just like that, it's an even game again. Ballman's second. Reclaims the lead for the Knights. And Coach Greg Lazanik will call a timeout. We'll take one with him. 4:12 to go in the second quarter. It's 24-23 Knoch over Indiana. Back with you in 30 seconds on WDAD and on Renda Digital TV.
Hey, Indiana sports fans! Good & Associates Insurance Agency is proud to support Indiana high sports. The team at Good & Associates live and work in Indiana and have been serving this great community since 1955. At Good & Associates, the priority is doing what is best for the clients, helping families like yours with auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance. The agency will be there every step of the way. Contact your trusted community advisor today, Good & Associates Insurance, to get a quote. 724-465-8887.
AM 1450 WDAD.
24-23, Knoch with the lead over Indiana. 4:12 to play here in this second quarter. As you heard on our Renda Digital TV live stream, stick around because coming up after tonight's game, we'll name our Good & Associates Good Player or Players of the game. We do that after every Indiana High broadcast on WDAD and Renda Digital TV. Evan Brocious in the Indiana zone looking to reclaim the lead for the Little Indians. They trail by 1 with 3:55 to go in the half. Petrovic from the right launches a three. He knew it wasn't the best shot he could have taken, so he sprinted toward the basket. Now the numbers are against Knoch as they got the rebound down to Pasek. He's able to easily lay it in from the right side, 26-23. Pasek for 2, and it's 26-23 Knoch, 3:36 to go in the first half. Brocious over to Aaron Webb, looking down low to Petrovic, miscommunicated pass, 5th turnover for Indiana. 2-on-2 on the Knoch zone. Tegan Finucane up with it now. Ball ends up with Zarian on the left arc, shot's no good. Petrovic comes down with a rebound, had to overcome Pasek, who was on his back. No whistle called, though. Indiana prevails on defense. They go back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 at the 3-minute mark. Stanford Webb with it up top, trying to cross up Sobalski. Nothing there. He instead looks at the top of the key for Jaden Petrovic, who finds Trevor Todd, and he's going to take a stutter step, and that's a turnover. Timeout on the floor, 2:56 to go in the first half. Knoch with a 3-point lead, 26-23 over Indiana. It's an IRMC High School Sports Night, WDAD, and on Renda Digital TV.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is very proud to be the presenting sponsor of all Indiana Little Indians video broadcasts this season.
Hi, this is Rebecca Donahue.
And I'm Andrew Tylinski. Last year, we had overwhelming support from the community, watching and celebrating the accomplishments of these young student athletes.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Classic Hits 1450 WDAD.
At the media timeout, 2:56 to go in the second quarter. Knoch with a 26-23 lead over Indiana. Jake Slobodnik welcome you back into the S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, people forward banking. Knoch goes back to work with a 3-point lead. Ballman brings it across half court. Looking to the left elbow for Lang, dishing it on a swing pass to Pasek. It ends up with Lang after an intermediate pass, and then a double dribble on Lang. That'll be another turnover for Knoch. 7 so far for the Knights in this game, 6 for Indiana. 2:45 to go in the second quarter. Indiana, manageable here. They got a score on this drive. They want to keep it manageable. Over to Evan Brocious, quickly fires up court to Stanford Webb. He's got some space, a 3-ball coming. His shot is no good. Ballman fighting for the rebound, but coming up with it is Nygren. His putback from the right side is good, 26-25. On the opposite end, Tegan Finucane pulls up from about 18 feet. Shot no good. Doesn't even touch anything aside from the hands of Aaron Webb. He takes it the length of the floor. Drives. Reverse from the left. It's no good. Nygren tried coming down with it, but Spencer knocks it out. And then a collision between two players, and Tristan Reddinger is going to get called for a defensive foul. And that's going to get some free throws for Knoch as Reddinger fouls him.
That's Indiana's 5th foul, so we're going to be shooting 2.
Reminder, in high school basketball this year, they changed it up. No more one-on-ones. Once a team hits 5 fouls in a quarter, it's automatically 2 free throws. Jackson Ballman to the line to shoot the 2 for Knoch. They're up 26-25. The first is good. Getting the ball once again, looking to extend this lead to 3. Ballman, couple of dribbles, fires up the back end, and he makes it. Another 2-for-2 trip. Free throw shooting has been pretty decent so far tonight for both sides. Redinger takes it across half court on the far side of the court. They break the press, and then they look behind him for Aaron Webb, and it goes out of bounds. Another turnover for Indiana. Both teams 7 apiece. 2 of those turnovers for Indiana, just mental mistakes, not knowing where people are on the court. At the 2-minute mark, 28-25 Knoch. They go back to work. Familiar spot. 3-point lead, and they're on offense. Ballman trying to find some clearing on the right. He dishes to Lang. Now to the left corner for Tegan Finucane. His shot no good. Stanford Webb rips it out of the air. He takes it across the court on the near side. Back up top, Evan Brocious trying to cross him up. Dishes to Nygren from the right post, and he dishes it in using the glass. 28-27. Another bucket for Isaac Nygren. It's a 1-point game in favor of Knoch. 1:36 to go in the second. Tegan Finucane to the left side. Back to Tegan on the right. Here's Spencer dishing to the left corner. Looking for Pasek. It hits off his head, and here comes Brocious. A beautiful behind-the-back dribble. Taking it length of the floor, and he draws the foul. He'll go to the line.
Fouls on.
After the Knoch turnover, Evan Brocious now has a chance to tie this one up and reclaim the lead for Indiana. It's the 3rd team foul for Knoch. It's the first personal foul for Derek Lang tonight. Brocious puts the first of 2 up, can't hit it. The second of 2 is also no good. They had a chance to tie it up. Nothing there. Knoch prevails, and they have a lead with 1:16 to go. Tegan Finucane to the left for Bowman. Up top, back to Tegan, matched up with Brocious, head on. He fires it to Bowman, back to Tegan on the right. And now back to Bowman. They're just going to keep trading passes until something is open underneath. Tegan taking it himself, goes up hard. His shot too hard off the glass, and he comes down with a rebound. That's Aaron Webb. He'll take it the length of the floor, under a minute at 52 seconds. Driving, picks up his dribble, finds Brocious, steps back from about 18 feet. That one's no good. It's a loose ball. Lang coming down with it. Boxed out perfectly and comes down with the board. Now Tegan Finucane fakes a shot from the right, matched up with Redinger. Dishing up top to Ballman for 3, head on, and it sinks through. Think about those missed free throws for Indiana. That's where they come back to haunt you. Redinger with it. They break the press. Aaron Webb over to the far side. Brocious, now Stanford fakes a shot against Lang. Dishes to Nygren in the left post. It's knocked out of bounds, and Indiana maintains possessions as several players come in for Indiana. Collinger, Todd, and Hunter Martin. And for Knoch, it's Sobolski and Zarian Finucane. Redinger will inbound from the baseline left. Looking inside, he instead dishes to Trevor Todd in the left corner. He's got a dribble out of danger. He takes a screen set by Collinger, and they'll regroup with 14 seconds to go in the half. Todd working the right, now changing directions from the center lane. Contested shot, no good. Spencer comes down with it. 5 seconds to go in the half. Fires it. Lang now to the right corner. Zarian Finucane at the buzzer, and he sinks it. 34-27 Knoch. Back-to-back three-pointers, and their halftime lead is at 7. Don't go anywhere. Our halftime report is coming your way next. We'll recap the first half of action and give you a look at first half stats. All that and more when we return on an IRMC High School Sports Night with the score Knoch 34, Indiana 27, here on WDAD and online at Renda Digital TV.
Hey. Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is very proud to be the presenting sponsor of all Indiana Little Indians video broadcasts this season.
Hi, this is Rebecca Donahue.
And I'm Andrew Tylinski. Last year, we had overwhelming support from the community, watching and celebrating the accomplishments of these young student athletes.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
Hey, Indiana sports fans! Good & Associates Insurance Agency is proud to support Indiana high sports. The team at Good & Associates live and work in Indiana and have been serving this great community since 1955. At Good & Associates, the priority is doing what is best for the clients, helping families like yours with auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance. The agency will be there every step of the way. Contact your trusted community advisor today, Good & Associates Insurance, to get a quote. 724-465-8887.
Renda Digital TV is Indiana County's leading live stream service. Our team of dedicated producers and on-air personalities work hard to bring you network-level event and sports coverage to your fingertips. And if you can't make it, every live stream is archived, so you never miss a minute. And for you IUP football fans, Renda Digital TV is the exclusive home of Hawk Talk, airing every Monday during the season. Subscribe to Renda Digital TV for free today.
Luther Ford, one trusted name, two great locations. And right now, Luther Ford has the wheels and they're making deals. Buy a new 2023 Ford Mustang Mach-E and save $10,000 and everyone qualifies. Or lease a new 2023 Ford Escape Active all-wheel drive. Just $388 a month for 36 months with no money down. Luther Ford, two great locations, Route 119 Homer City and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
And we're back with you at 5th Street Gym as the Indiana High cheer team entertaining the fans shortly after the dance team did. At the half, the score, Knoch 34, Indiana 27. It was a shootout between both sides throughout the majority of this one. Largest lead for Indiana came early in the first when they led 9-4. Knoch then climbed their way back. And so did Indiana after Knoch pulled within two. Indiana then added another one to make it 16-12. A three ball by Derek Lang at the end of the first made it 16-15 in favor of Indiana after one. The shootout continued into the second period. Indiana went on a bit of a run in the early parts, reclaiming the lead and extending it to 23-19, but 5 unanswered points by Knoch over the middle parts reclaimed the lead for them, that is. And then back-to-back three-point field goals in the final minute of the second quarter, one by Jackson Ballman and the other by Zarian Finucane. Left our score 34-27. Finucane's three actually came right at the buzzer, so a little bit of extra padding heading into the half, and Knoch has the lead. Turnover-wise, it's been pretty even keel, but they have piled up for both squads. Indiana finished that first half with 7 turnovers, while Knoch had 8. Leading scores, take a look at your halftime stats. Leading the way for Knoch is Jackson Ballman with 9 points. 7 of those came in that second quarter alone. The majority of them came off free throws. He went 4 for 4 that second quarter. Free throw shooting has been pretty good so far by both teams. Finishing behind him with 6 points each, Zane Pasek and Zarian Finucane. With 8 points, Derek Lang. He was right under Jackson Ballman, hence why I missed him initially. Tegan Finucane has 3 points, and Zach Zabalski with 2. His 2 coming in that second quarter. 4 rebounds tonight for Zane Pasek. 3 for Caden Spencer and 3 for Jackson Ballman. For Indiana, Jaden Petrovic actually leads all scorers with 11 points, 6 coming in that first quarter and then 5 in that second. And coming in behind him with 8 is Isaac Nygren. 4 both in the first and second periods. 5 for Stanford Webb. And then 3 for Aaron Webb. Leading rebounder for Indiana is Aaron Webb, though, with 3 rebounds. 2 each for Jaden Petrovic, Stanford Webb, and Mark Collinger Collinger getting those, or no, that's Nygren, excuse me. Nygren getting those two off the bench for Indiana. And with our score, it's 34-27, knock over Indiana. We're back with the second half of action next on an IRMC High School Sports Night on WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Athletic contests involve strength, determination, and perseverance.
Hi, I'm Andrew Tylinski.
And I'm Rebecca Donahue.
The team at Beyond the Sunset Pet Crematory in Indiana understands the importance of those qualities and is proud to be a presenting sponsor of all Little Indians video broadcasts this year.
Beyond the Sunset can guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a beloved pet. You can find us online at beyondthesunsetpets.com.
When choosing a pet crematory, the crematory you choose does make a difference.
Hey, Indiana sports fans! Good & Associates Insurance Agency is proud to support Indiana high sports. The team at Good & Associates live and work in Indiana and have been serving this great community since 1955. At Good & Associates, the priority is doing what is best for the clients, helping families like yours with auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance. The agency will be there every step of the way. Contact your trusted community advisor today, Good & Associates Insurance, to get a quote. 724-465-8887.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
MarionCenterBank.com. Looking for a bank that's rooted in your community? Looking for a bank that has all the latest options that a hometown bank should have? For personal and business banking, home loans and student loans, and fraud protection that's state-of-the-art, trust Marion Center Bank. With locations servicing Indiana, Armstrong, and Cambria counties. Struggling with student loan applications and decisions? Now is the perfect time to inquire about student loans at Marion Center Bank. MarionCenterBank.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Renda Digital TV is Indiana County's leading live stream service. Our team of dedicated producers and on-air personalities work hard to bring you network-level event and sports coverage to your fingertips. And if you can't make it, every live stream is archived, so you never miss a minute. And for you IUP football fans, Renda Digital TV is the exclusive home of Hawk Talk, airing every Monday during the season. Subscribe to Renda Digital TV for free today.
So what sets S&T apart from other financial institutions is that they are visionary. Now, we understand that it is partially about the numbers, but they know it's not just about the numbers. It's about the management team, it's about the strategic and business plan, it's about how the team is going to execute on that. In short, S&T gets it. Quite honestly, we couldn't have done it without S&T.
Ready for the third quarter here at 5th Street Gym. The Knoch Knights with a 34-27 lead over the Indiana Little Indians. Folks, want to remind you to join us on January 16th. We'll be on the road when Indiana battles Freeport in boys basketball action. We'll be on the air around 7:15 here on WDAD. That's coming up January 16th. Tip-off at around 7:30. And we invite you to join us this Thursday when the Indiana girls return home to face Woodland Hills in a section battle. Airtime, again, 7:15 on Renda Digital TV and WDAD. Underway in the third quarter, Indiana with the ball to start things off, and they need a little bit of momentum to come out of the halftime. They trail by 7, their largest deficit of the night. Aaron Webb pulls up from the free throw line. His shot's no good. Jaden Petrovic hustles toward the ball, and he gets it. Fakes a pass to the left, try and run in the baseline. Now an 18-foot shot, doesn't get it to fall. Webb fighting for the rebound, and it's off Derek Lang's head. It'll go out of bounds. Brocious will inbound from the baseline left near the arc. Inbound pass goes to Webb. Now to Brocious in left corner. Thought about pulling up from 3 range. It's no good. Brocious now driving, finding Aaron Webb on the arc right. Pulls back. Head on 3 coming by Aaron. Doesn't get it to fall through. 2-on-1 for Knoch. They come up with the rebound. Coming down with it, Zarian Finucane. Derek Lang takes it on the left for Knoch. Back up top. Now Tegan Finucane on the right. Lang in the right corner for 3. It's no good. A little too much on the line drive. Aaron Webb comes down with the defensive rebound for Indiana, flipping the court. Evan Brocious will bring it across. Pass over to the left for Aaron Webb. Now to Petrovic up top. Couple bounces before finding Aaron Webb. Takes a shot, steps back, top of the key, driving. Dishes that out. Taking a three is Brocious from the left. He pulls up from about 15 feet. Shot's no good. Zarian Finucane with it. Brings it across half court, driving the left lane. Dishes it out from the post over to Lang beyond the arc. Now they regroup with Jackson Bauman up top. Lang on the right corner. Takes a step and fires it to Spencer up top. They're going to work around the arc, and it ends up in Bauman's hands. Back up top. Tegan Finucane up top for Bauman. Over to Lang. Spencer now to a wide open Tegan Finucane for three from the left corner, and he sinks it. Largest lead of the night for Knoch, 10 points. First time either side has led by double digits tonight. 5:59 to go in the third quarter. Knoch with a lead. Petrovic from the right corner. Fires a three of his own. It's no good. Aaron Webb on the rebound. Back to Petrovic from the right post. His shot is good. He makes up for it. 37-29. Indiana retreats back in the defensive zone as Knoch looks to extend their lead once again. Derek Lang with it on the left arc. Up top, Spencer. Now to the right for Bauman. Remember last year when these two teams faced off and we had the call, Lang was unstoppable from three range. Now it's the Finucane brothers. Work up top to Jackson Bauman. To the left corner, Lang for three. Spirals in and out, and Evan Brocious overcomes Jaden Petrovic, who is boxing out Pasek for the rebound. Driving the center lane, now transitions to the left. He goes up hard from the left, and he draws the shooting foul. Foul's on Caden Spencer. First team foul for Knoch here in this third quarter. It's going to be the first for Spencer as well. Brocious to the line for Indiana High. Looks like this is his first trip tonight. And he converts on the first. That's his second trip, excuse me. Brocious to make this a 6-point game, and he converts. 37-31 the score as he converts both. 5:07 to play in the third. Indiana with a little pressure on defense, but the Knights break it easily. Lang dishing to Pasek in the right post, and he goes up hard and is fouled, and the bucket counts. 3-point play coming up for Pasek, who's 2 for 2 from the line. And Pasek completes it, 40-31. And we have a timeout on the court. 40-31, it's a 60-second timeout. Knock over Indiana with 5 minutes even to go in the third quarter. We're back in a minute on an IRMC High School Sports Night, WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Bowser-Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is very proud to be the presenting sponsor of all Indiana Little Indians video broadcasts this season.
Hi, this is Rebecca Donahue.
And I'm Andrew Tylinski. Last year, we had overwhelming support from the community, watching and celebrating the accomplishments of these young student athletes.
Bowser-Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives.
Bowser-Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Hits 1450 WDAD.
Off the timeout, Indiana trailing Knoch 40-31. They get the ball, trying to trim this deficit once again. Jake Slobodnik joining you from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. Tonight's coverage on the radio on WDAD is presented by the Indiana Regional Medical Center. Better health, better life. On Renda Digital TV, we thank our friends at the Bowser-Minnick Funeral Home and Beyond the Sunset Pet Crematory as Indiana almost turns the ball over. On the front court for Indiana, Evan Brocious slows things down. Stanford Webb now on the left side. Here's Petrovic directing traffic, now finding Redinger on the right arc. Pulls up, back Back over to Petrovic in the right corner. Looking to the center of the key. Now on the right post for Brocious. Little dump off to Trevor Todd. Thought about it on the reverse, and then he turns the ball over. .4:29 to go in the third. It's 40-31 Knoch, looking to extend this and push it back in front of double digits. Lang thought about shooting in the left corner. Now they dish it to Spencer in the middle of the key. He goes up hard from the right side, and it's good. 42-31. Knoch ahead with 4:19 to go in the third. Up court, Petrovic over to Todd. Thought about taking the three. Driving between two defenders. He goes up hard and a walk. Trevor Todd turned the ball over twice in a row. And in a game like this, where Indiana, for the most part, has been playing pretty well, you can't afford those kind of mistakes, especially when they're in sequential order like that. If you're Knoch, though, you'll take it. Second turnover for Indiana, none so far to the Knights, as Ballman on the opposite end pulls up from the left elbow. Shot's no good, and then it's knocked out of bounds by Caden Spencer. And that'll bring up another timeout on the court. With 3:56 to go in the third quarter, Indiana trailing Knoch 42-31 on their home court. We're back in 30 seconds on an IRMC High School Sports Night. It's WDAD and streaming live on Renda Digital TV.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Indiana dance team out there entertaining the fans as it's 42-31 Knoch over Indiana here at 5th Street Gym. Jake Slobodnik joining you from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. A reminder coming up this Thursday. I invite you to tune in to Indiana High girls basketball as the Little Indians return home to face Woodland Hills in a WPIAL Section 5A1 bout. Girls were on the court practicing just before the JV game got started tonight. Coach Michael Franciscus and his squad off to a strong start, looking to hold it. We invite you to tune in Thursday night on WDAD and Renda Digital TV. That game airing at 7:15. Off the media break, Indiana with the ball. Isaac Nygren has it, trying to bring it up court. Finds Evan Brocious. Stutter steps and then brings it across the timeline. Looking to create something open. Indiana only trails by 11. Nygren thought about taking it himself, finds Mark Hollinger up top. Hollinger has seen some minutes tonight. Aaron Webb driving the left. Little dump off to Tristan Redinger, who shoots from 18. His shot's no good. Hollinger fights for the board, and he gets it. Now over to Evan Brocious, and then he's going to take a stutter step. Plenty of travels tonight for Indiana. Has been their Achilles heel, and now Knoch will look to capitalize on yet another turnover. On the opposite end, Jackson Ballman with it. Derek Lang's wide open in the left corner, but the defense collapses, preventing a three. Now Ballman gets the pass. His shot is blocked by Aaron Webb, and he saves it, and he dishes it off to Isaac Nygren. Valiant attempt. Indiana looks to score here and break their cold streak and bring this within single digits at the 3-minute mark. It's 42-31 Knoch. Redinger over to Evan Brocious up top. They'll regroup. Brocious directing traffic, this time looking to the left for Aaron Webb. A little bit of opening on the left side. Now Collinger. Redinger for three. From the arc, it's no good. He follows his shot. Redemption opportunity coming from the top of the key. It's no good. He saves the ball, and it ends up in Brocious' hands. Good work by Indiana. Nygren from the right, and it's good. 42-33 Indiana. Knoch, excuse me. 2.5 to go here in this third period. It's a 9-point game. Lang crossing directions, but the ball staying along the arc ends up in Ballman's hands on the left. Working up top for Lang. 2:16 to go. Picks up his dribble, pumps it to the right for Zarian Finucane. Now Spencer underneath goes up, and they're going to call a shooting foul on Aaron Webb. And Caden Spencer will hear a mouthful from, or get an earful from the Indiana student section, dressed up like they're going skiing tonight. I don't know how they're wearing those soft knit beanies with how hot it is in here. Either way, Caden Spencer to the line for two for Knoch. First of two falls in. It's a 10-point game once again.
32-31
Sobalski returns to the floor for Knoch, and so does Tegan Finucane. Pasek will come out, so height matchup pretty even. Might sway in Knoch's favor slightly, but with Pasek out, Indiana now could possibly turn things on. Second shot on the way. It's good by Spencer. It is 44-33 with 2:11 to go in the third. Redinger, a couple of bounces, facing a full court press. He finds Evan Brocious. Over to Redinger, gets it across half court in time at the 2-minute mark. Redinger to the right for Collinger. Up top, here's Nygren. To the left for Brocious. Matched up with Lang, and that leaves Nygren wide open in the left post. He goes up hard from the left. His shot no good off the glass. Collinger on the rebound. He goes up, and he draws the whistle. Collinger will go to the line to shoot two. Fouls on Derek Lang. Second foul for Knoch this quarter. Both sides with 2 fouls each, and that's also the second for number 2. Collinger's first free throw was good. Hunter Martin re-enters the floor for Indiana. Collinger into the point column tonight following that first free throw. This one to make it single digits once again. Second hits off the back iron and falls into Lang's hands. He flips the court. It's 44-34. It's a 10-point lead for Knoch at 1:38. Lang gets it in the left corner. Circles it out from the arc. Finds up top to Caden Spencer. Trying to drive. Now back to Lang. Wide open three from the left corner. Can't get it to fall in. Collinger on the defensive board. And at 1:24, Indiana goes back on the offensive attack. Here's Brocious to Redinger. And they'll regroup up top. A little dump off to Hunter Martin on the right arc. Finds Collinger, who circles it back up top. Tells Aaron Webb to take a place down low. Give and go. Ends up in Collinger's hands. Now Hunter Martin for three. And that sinks through. 44-37. Knox still ahead, but Indiana with a little bit of momentum thanks to the Hunter Martin three ball. Under a minute at 56 to go in the third. 37-44. Knox with the lead. They're back on offense. Zari and Finucane looking to do something with it. They're going to work it around the arc, and it ends up in Tegan's hands. Now up top to Derek Lang. Working that right, looking for something. Instead opts to his left for Tegan once again at 40 seconds. Looking to the left. That ball scoots out, and it's going to go out on Tristan Redinger. Trevor Todd will re-enter with the stoppage in effect. He's in for Evan Brocious as Knox sets things up. And Vincent DeFelice into the game, number 30 for Knoch. First time seeing court action tonight. And the Knights, with 34 seconds left, take it out from their bench. Just below our S&T Bank broadcast booth, people forward banking. DeFelice touches the ball for the first time, gives it right back to Tegan Finucane on the right. Trying to work something open. Lang takes it in 19 seconds, circling the arc. Now down to the right corner. Zarian thought about pumping a three, tries driving, but is cut off by Collinger. Drives, ball's loose. Who ends up with it? It's a loose ball. Indiana ball, turnover for Knoch. Their first of the second half. And Indiana's got 9.3 seconds to work with here in this third quarter. Little Indians trail by 7. They can at least make it manageable heading into the tail end of the quarter. They're in good shape for the fourth. Now Collinger on the reverse, almost got it to fall in. Lang gets it. Heaves a three-quarter shot, and it's no good. That brings us to the end of the third. This one's by no means over. To the final set of 8 we go from 5th Street Gym. It's Knoch 44, Indiana 37. Back with you in a moment on an IRMC High School Sports Night on WDAD and streaming on Rented Digital TV.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is very proud to be the presenting sponsor of all Indiana Little Indians video broadcasts this season.
Hi, this is Rebecca Donahue.
And I'm Andrew Tylinski. Last year, we had overwhelming support from the community, watching and celebrating the accomplishments of these young student athletes.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
1450 WDAD.
Indiana High student section cheering on their team, hoping for a comeback victory as the Little Indians trail 44-37 as we enter the fourth quarter of play. Knoch with the ball to start things off. They look to just keep expanding. Derek Lang fresh off the break with a three ball from the right corner. Doesn't get it to fall. Indiana with the rebound thanks to Jaden Petrovic. To the right side, Aaron Webb had some clearing, but instead dishes to Jaden Petrovic. Stutter steps, long three, not a good shot off his hands, but he follows it, tipped out of bounds, and it's going to be out on Pasek. A lot of yelling from the backcourt. Hard to decipher if it's from the Indiana student section or the Knoch bench. Either way, from the left baseline, Evan Brocious fires it across half court, finding Trevor Todd, and that'll give him time to regroup with 7:30 to go in regulation. Trevor Todd working left for Stanford Webb. Petrovic with it. Finds Evan Brocious. Lang keeping a hand on him. Nothing called, and as a telegraph pass is intercepted. Fourth turnover for Indiana here in the second half. Lang on the opposite end, finding Ballman. A little bit of clearing on the right. Big step, shot no good, and Petrovic overcomes Pasek for the rebound. At the 7-minute mark, Indiana prevails on defense. They go back to work on the offensive zone. Stanford Webb thought about pulling a Steph Curry three, instead drives left lane, and a whistle. It's going to be a defensive foul.
Foul's on.
Foul's going to be on Tegan Finucane, number 21. That's the first foul for Knoch this quarter, and the first for Tegan. From the baseline left, Brocious once again will inbound. Inbounds it to Stanford Webb near the volleyball line on the far side of the court. Brocious with it. Circling the arc, looking for Aaron Webb. He finds him. Driving the baseline right. Little floating pass up top to Stanford Webb. Fakes a couple of shots. Couple of dribbles. Finds Petrovic, who pulls up. Head on three. It's no good. Tries following Pasek. And then that pass telegraphed. Petrovic with it up top from the right. And he's fouled by Pasek. Knoch turns the ball over. Aaron Webb with some pretty good defense. Gives it to Petrovic, and then Pasek with the foul. Second team foul for Knoch this quarter. And for Pasek, it is his second foul of the game. Petrovic to the line. The first of two by Jaden is no good. Indiana has missed some crucial free throws tonight, and it's come back to haunt them as now they trail 7. You incorporate at least 75% of the ones they've missed. We're talking about a 3-point game. Petrovic fires a second, and that one can't fall in. Knoch prevails on defense. Tegan Finucane on the opposite end. Thought about driving, but is cut off by Jaden Petrovic. He'll bounce it right back out. Ballman to the left corner for Lang. Back up top, Ballman. They regroup. Little dunk-off pass to the left corner for Lang. He's open for three. Shot's no good. Indiana's caught some pretty good breaks. Derek Lang has been open a lot tonight. Some of his shots, though, not falling. Petrovic up top. Backing in against Pasek. Driving the right side. It's no good. Taltree for Knoch comes down with it on the opposite end. Tegan Finucane tries laying it up. It's no good. 2-on-2. Indiana versus Knoch. Aaron Webb driving. Dunks it off to Jaden Petrovic, who goes up hard from the left, and then Pasek fouls him once again. Petrovic, a redemption opportunity to try to close the gap to 5. Third foul for Pasek tonight. Petrovic returning to the line. Petrovic is 3 of 5. Now 4 for 6. And the second knocks off the front of the rim, no good. It's a 6-point game, 44-38. Knoch in front. They go back to work in the offensive zone. Next stoppage, both 32s for each team will return to the floor. Ballman with it on the left arc. Back up top, Tegan Finucane for 3. Too hard off the back rim. And Pasek reaches over everybody to bring it down. Tegan drives the right lane. He goes up hard. Doesn't get the bucket. And Aaron Webb called for a shooting foul. First for Indiana this period, and fourth personal one for Aaron Webb. So Tegan Finucane to the line to try to extend this one once again. The front end makes it.
Both 32s are re-entering.
Sobalski back on the court for Knoch as Isaac Nygren returns for Indiana. Pasek will come out. 45-38. And a second by Finucane is good. And we have a timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second one. We'll be back in 30 seconds. 46-38, knock over Indiana with 5:23 to go in the game. It's an IRMC High School Sports Night on WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Athletic contests involve strength, determination, and perseverance.
Hi, I'm Andrew Tylinski.
And I'm Rebecca Donahue.
The team at Beyond the Sunset Pet Crematory in Indiana understands the importance of those qualities and is proud to be a presenting sponsor of all Little Indians video broadcasts this year.
Beyond the Sunset can guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a beloved pet. You can find us online at beyondthesunsetpets.com.
When choosing a pet crematory, the crematory you choose does make a difference.
Classic Hits 1450. WDAD.
Quick breather for both teams. 46-38, Knoch with the lead over Indiana. Jake Slobodnik joining you from our S&T Bank broadcast booth. S&T Bank, people forward banking. 5:23 to go in regulation. Indiana looking to mount a comeback. They led throughout the entirety of the first quarter, then Knoch with a bit of a run in the second put them ahead, and since then the Knights have been ahead. Indiana's kept it interesting, though. They look to keep it, continue making it interesting here in the fourth. Cross half court goes Brocious. Starts on the right, instead finds Stanford Webb to the left. Nygren, fresh off the substitution, will find Trevor Todd looking down low to the posting. Nygren loses the ball, and they say it's out on Nygren. It's not every day you see a player sandwiched between two opponents, and he's the last one to touch it. Turnover Indiana, it's their 5th of the half, 12th of the game. Tegan Finucane up top to Derek Lang. Back to Finucane. Fakes a three before the defense convulges on him. To the left elbow. Caden Spencer goes up hard from the left. It's a loose ball, and Derek Lang ends up with it after it was tipped. Ballman, a little bit of clearing. Finds Derek Lang wide open in the left corner. The three ball sinks in through. And that might have just been the nail in the coffin. Momentum is all on Knoch's side right now. And here comes Evan Brocious across. 4:27 to go in the game. Brocious driving the left lane, goes up hard, matched up with two Knights. His shot, no good. Lang fires it up court, and it's off kilter, off Bauman's hand, and it'll go out of bounds. Turnover for Knoch, just their 3rd of the half. They've played some clean basketball here in the final 2 quarters. They turned the ball over 8 times in the first 2, only 3 between the 3rd and now. Brocious looking to Trevor Todd on the right side. 4:12 to go in regulation. Coming up after the game, we will name our good associates, good players of the game as part of our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show. Stanford Webb dishes to the left corner for Trevor Todd. Picks it up from the left elbow. He fires it. Shot too much on a line. Nygren tried going for the rebound, but Spencer scoops it up. Knoch flipping the court. Tegan Finucane with a wide open baseline. He goes up hard and he's fouled.
Fouls on.
Looks like it's going to be on Trevor Todd. And we have a stoppage in the action. 3:49 to go in regulation. Knoch continues to hold on to the lead. It is 49-38. And we'll be back in just a minute on an IRMC High School Sports Night. It's WDAD and streaming for free on Renda Digital TV.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is very proud to be the presenting sponsor of all Indiana Little Indians video broadcasts this season.
Hi, this is Rebecca Donahue.
And I'm Andrew Tylinski. Last year, we had overwhelming support from the community, watching and celebrating the accomplishments of these young student athletes.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
3:49 to go in regulation. Knoch with a 49-38 lead over Indiana. Joining you once again from our S&T Bank broadcast booth, S&T Bank, People Forward Banking. Indiana girls again return home this Thursday to face Woodland Hills. We're on the air with you at around 7:15 here on WDAD and Renda Digital TV. Here at Fifth Street Gym, Knox Tegan Finucane goes to the line, looking to continue pouring on the gas. 49-38, the Knights lead it. First of two sinks. And here comes Pasek. Knights reinserting their height into the floor. .12 affair, looking to make it 13 with a converted free throw here, and he does. 51-38. Breaking the full court press, Brocious taking the pass from Aaron Webb. They'll regroup up top, 3:43 to go. Likelihood of a comeback getting farther apart with every bucket made by Knoch, but here's Petrovic with a three ball. It's too far to the left. Pasek was holding Petrovic, nothing called. It allows Knoch to get the rebound. Lang finds Tegan Finucane, thought about taking a three, down to Pasek. Shoots from the left, and he bangs it off the backboard and in. 53-38. Up court, Hunter Martin gets the pass. Now to the left corner for Stanford Webb for three. It's no good. Spencer comes down with a rebound. Knoch flips the court once again. Tegan Finucane with it. Trying to circle the arc. Looking up court, nothing there. They regroup with Pasek up top. Spencer to the left. Dishing down low to the left post for Pasek, and a whistle. Shot will not count. And it's going to be a defensive foul on Jaden Petrovic. Knoch will take it from the baseline right. Send three near the baseline, one. That's Tegan Finucane. Will resort beyond the arc, and Caden Spencer gets the inbound pass, and he's immediately fouled by Aaron Webb. And that's the end of Aaron's night. Fifth personal foul for him. Mark Collinger will re-enter the floor. And Isaac Nygren and Isaac Sobolski will check in, and Coach Greg Lozanik wants to call a timeout. We'll take one with them. 2:47 to go in regulation. It's Knoch 53, Indiana 38. Back with you in a minute on an IRMC High School Sports Night. It is WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Whether your goals include college education funding, retirement planning, generating income, or reducing taxes, at Crimson Wealth Management Group, we've got you covered. We make it easy for you to make the right decisions by offering you access to a comprehensive array of investment products and wealth management strategies under one roof. One stop for all your financial needs. Crimson Wealth Management Group is committed to helping you pursue your goals, whatever they may be. Stop in and speak with me, Doug Steve, today. You'll be glad you did. Securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC.
Luther Ford, one trusted name, two great locations. And right now, Luther Ford has the wheels and they're making deals. Buy a new 2023 Ford Mustang Mach-E and save $10,000 and everyone qualifies. Or lease a new 2023 Ford Escape Active all-wheel drive. Just $388 a month for 36 months with no money down. Luther Ford, two great locations, Route 119 Homer City and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
And welcome back to Fifth Street Gym. It's 53-38, Knoch with the lead. They're just trying to add some gravy here. With 2:47 to go in regulation, Caden Spencer to the line to shoot a pair. First of two on its way, and it is good. Extends the lead. Zarian Finucane back out on the court for Knoch. For Indiana out on the court, Collinger, Hunter Martin, Trevor Todd, Stanford Webb, and Isaac Nygren. Second attempt, in and out. Collinger comes down with a rebound. It's 54-38 after the 1-for-2 trip. Collinger taking it the opposite end. Hunter Martin pulls up for three. He's made one tonight. That one doesn't go his way. It's a foot race for the ball. Martin saves it, but goes right to Knox Bowman. Takes it the length of the floor, goes up hard from the left, and he's fouled on the layup attempt. Clock still at 2:30. Again, a reminder, the Indiana High boys basketball team, next time they're in action, will be January 12th, 3 days from today. So Friday night, they're on the road at Highlands. Tip-off time 7:30. And they'll be back on the road once again 1 week from tonight. Next Tuesday, they'll be at Freeport. We'll follow them there and broadcast to you live from Freeport High School. Got confirmation of that today from Freeport. Front end of two, no good by Bowman. Tristan Redinger back onto the floor. And that'll be the last Indiana boys basketball radio game of the season. And that'll be a 7:15 airtime from Freeport. Second on the way from Bowman, and it falls through. 55-38. Hunter Martin, long range three on the way. That one's too hard off the glass, and it's going to be a 3-on-2 for Knoch, but Ballman's going to take it himself, and it's not going to be on the shot, so it was a good shot to take by Ballman, but it won't fall through. He's going to get two anyway, so now he gets the easy chance at points. That'll be the 5th team foul for Indiana, the first on Hunter Martin. A lot of free throws tonight for both sides, especially for Knoch. I'm looking in the scores book, and all I see are either filled in circles or just open circles. Third quarter, they didn't take that many. And Ballman's return to the line is successful to start things off. And the second falls through. 57-38, almost a 20-point lead. 19 points separates these two squads. 2 minutes to go in the game. Indiana has not scored since the opening minute here in the fourth. Since then, Knoch has just been on an absolute offensive tear. Looking to break that up here. Here's Redinger on the left. Pulls out from three range on the left arc. Shot no good. Another one too hard off the glass. A minute 54 and counting. Ballman. Ball's poked free for just a moment, but he's able to corral it and find Zarian Finucane on the right. And a defensive foul by Stanford Webb stops things for the moment at a minute 40. We're going to see some new faces for Indiana check in. Dom Kauchuk and number 33, Darius Webb, the younger brother of Stanford and Aaron. They'll have to wait until Finucane fires the first. Fires it, and he does. He makes it a 20-point game. Student section getting one they wanted. They wanted Darius Webb to come in for a bit. And now Finucane to make it a 21-point affair. And he does. 59-38. A lot of free throws made this quarter for Knoch, and it represented in the scoring column. And it looks like Knoch's going to unload their bench here with a minute 30 to go. Lead well intact. Kauchuk fresh off the bench. Fades from the right side, and he breaks the dry spell. 59-40. On the opposite end, here's Knoch. Zarian Finucane driving, matched up with Mark Collinger, now to Lang. Driving, and the ball stripped, but he got too much of the arm. It's going to be a foul on Collinger. Clock stopped at a minute 9. Several substitutions coming in for Knoch in just a moment. Jacob Fox, the one of two seniors for Knoch, will come in. He's a 6'4 forward. Jeremy Scheidt, he's a 5'9 junior guard. Vincent DeFelice will come in as well. Vince, a 6'1 wing in his sophomore campaign. And am I missing anybody? Sobalski returns to the floor for Knoch.
Vincent DeFelice re-entering, Zachary Zebeveski, Jacob Fox.
And Derek Lang can't knock in the second. 60-40 the scores. He goes 1 for 2. And then a rebounding foul on Knoch. It's going to be on Jacob Fox. That's his first personal foul of the night. Minute 6 to go. This one's all Knoch. They're going to walk away with yet another win. Their third straight section win. And depending on what Hampton might do, or what Hampton does tonight, or when they next play, Knoch could find themselves in the first spot. Collinger looking for a swing pass down low. It's tipped and out of bounds by Jacob Fox. 49.3 seconds on the clock. Darius Webb slaps the ball and will inbound, finding Hunter Martin up top. To the left for Tristan Redinger. Right side, Hunter Martin beyond the arc. A little bit of clearing on the right. Takes a couple dribbles, pulls up from the center of the key. Hook shot from the left. It's no good. Webb and Collinger fighting for the rebound. Collinger spikes it. Valiant attempt, but it's going to go out of bounds. 30.6 seconds to go. 60-40 Knoch. They have possession, and they can really just hold it. Inbound pass to Brody Bauman. I know I missed somebody. Brody Bauman, a 5'9" freshman guard, has the ball up top, matched up with Kauchuk. Looking down low for Fox. It's tipped and out of bounds on Fox at 16.5. Inbound pass goes to Kauchuk. 15 seconds and counting. Look to Darius Webb in the left corner. Now to the left post for Collinger. Back to Webb. Reverse layup. Darius Webb. A beautiful shot to end the game. And Knoch's going to come out winners. The result's the same. But the student section for Indiana saying Darius Webb is a freshman. That's going to do it for tonight. 60-42 Knoch with a road win over Indiana High. Don't go anywhere. Our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show coming your way next. First Commonwealth Bank. Time to be first. Member FDIC. It is an Indiana Regional Medical Center high school sports night on WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
We're the lifeblood of the community.
It's so much more than just a job.
So good patient care is providing top quality care, but also in a timely fashion.
They don't need to go to Pittsburgh for that. They can stay right here in their backyard.
So when a patient walks into your office, you receive them as your family member.
A patient leaves my office feeling heard.
And the focus truly is on what will get us our best patient outcome.
Luther Ford, one trusted name, two great locations. And right now, Luther Ford has the wheels and they're making deals. Buy a new 2023 Ford Mustang Mach-E and save $10,000 and everyone qualifies. Or lease a new 2023 Ford Escape Active all-wheel drive. Just $388 a month for 36 months with no money down. Luther Ford, two great locations, Route 119 Homer City and Admiral Perry Highway, Evansburg.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home in Indiana is very proud to be the presenting sponsor of all Indiana Little Indians video broadcasts this season.
Hi, this is Rebecca Donahue.
And I'm Andrew Tylinski. Last year, we had overwhelming support from the community, watching and celebrating the accomplishments of these young student athletes.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home is committed to community involvement and cherishing the special moments that sports create in our children's lives.
Bowser Minnick Funeral Home, celebrating each life as uniquely as it was lived.
WDAD.
Back with you from 5th Street Gym, 60-42, our final score. The Knoch Knights winning over the Indiana Little Indians. And we welcome you back to our first Commonwealth Bank postgame show. First Commonwealth Bank, time to be first. Member FDIC. It was a strong first half for Indiana. They jumped out to a 16-15 lead after one. A first quarter that featured 6 3-point field goals. Indiana would create some separation. The Knoch answered right back with a couple threes of their own. It was tied at 9 at one point, but then Indiana went on a bit of a run, led it 14-9. Knoch closed it back, but a crucial bucket by Isaac Nygren toward the late goings. And then a three-pointer by Derek Lang made it 16-15 in favor of Indiana after one. Second quarter, though, Indiana opened things up with a 7-0 run to start things off in the opening minutes, but a 5-0 run by Knoch over the middle portion put them ahead. Well, let me make sure I'm reading that correctly. Yes, it did. It put them ahead for the first time tonight. They carried a 26-23 lead throughout the final minutes. Indiana tried fighting back, but after back-to-back three-pointers by Knoch, one coming at the buzzer from Zarian Finucane, they took a 34-27 lead into halftime. The Knoch Knights started the second half the same way they left off the first half. A three-pointer by Tegan Finucane made it a 10-point lead. That was the largest lead at the time by either team. Indiana clawed back, but Knoch started to pull away toward the end of the third. They led it 44-37 at the end of one. And after Jaden Petrovic knocked in a free throw to start off the fourth quarter, Knoch went on a 15-0 run, which they ran out until the minute 22 mark when Ben Kowchuk off the bench broke it for Indiana. But the result's the same. 60-42, the final score in favor of Knoch. That's your total game scoring. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back with final stats, and we'll wrap things up from Indiana High. You're listening to the First Commonwealth Bank postgame show. First Commonwealth Bank, time to be first, member FDIC. From Fifth Street Gym, it's 60-42, Knoch. Back with you in a minute on WDAD and Renda Digital TV.
Renda Digital TV is Indiana County's leading live stream service. Our team of dedicated producers and on-air personalities work hard to bring you network-level event and sports coverage to your fingertips. And if you can't make it, every live stream is archived, so you never miss a minute. And for you IUP football fans, Renda Digital TV is the exclusive home of Hawk Talk, airing every Monday during the season. Subscribe to Renda Digital TV for free today.
Hey, Indiana sports fans! Good & Associates Insurance Agency is proud to support Indiana high sports. The team at Good & Associates live and work in Indiana and have been serving this great community since 1955. At Good & Associates, the priority is doing what is best for the clients, helping families like yours with auto, home, life, business, and farm insurance. The agency will be there every step of the way. Contact your trusted community advisor today, Good & Associates Insurance, to get a quote. 724-465-8887.
Back with you from Fifth Street Gym on our First Commonwealth Bank postgame show. First Commonwealth Bank, time to be first, member FDIC. The Knoch Knights with a section win over Indiana by the final score of 60-42. Again, a shootout throughout the majority of it, but some big separation in that final quarter allowed Knoch to pull away and come away with an 18-point win. Jake Slobodnik joining you as we wrap things up here tonight. And before we get to our final look at overall stats, let's name our Good & Associates good players of the game. We've selected 2 from Indiana. And our good players tonight, Jaden Petrovic, 14 points, also went 4 of 7 from the free throw line. And if I'm not mistaken, no, he was in the starting lineup. And Isaac Nygren off the bench, 10 points. So those are our Good & Associates good players of the game. There are the leading scorers for Indiana. As a team, Indiana shot 7 of 13 from the free throw line. That equates to 53.8%. And leading scorer for tonight, there was 4 Knoch Knights in double figures. Derek Lang led the way with 13 points and 3 three-pointers in the game. Jackson Ballman had 12 points and 5 rebounds, 11 points and 8 rebounds for the tall Zane Pasek, and 8 points for Zarian Finucane. His brother Tegan finished with 10 points. He also went 7 of 8 from the free throw line. And a lot of free throws made from Knoch. We'll count those up in a second. And that's a final look at stats for tonight. And just a reminder, the next time the Indiana boys are back on the road is 3 days from now on Friday when they're at Highlands. Airtime, well, we're not going to be on the air with that one, but it'll be a 7:30 tip-off if you'd like to make your way on out to Highlands High School and cheer on the Indiana High Little Indians. Hopefully the weather turns for the best or for the better by then. If you can't make it out for that road trip, they're on the road again on the 16th at Freeport. We'll be there that time. It'll be a 7:15 airtime, 7:30 tip-off from Freeport High School between Indiana and the Yellow Jackets. We got some folks we want to thank tonight. Back in our WDAD studios handling the radio side of things, Garrett Clark doing a great job, as always, helping us bring this game to you on the Audible platform. And here on our video crew, Sam Snedden has been our camera operator tonight. Laura Slobodnik, our statistician for both radio and video, one book for each platform. And for all of us here, my name is Jake Slobodnik, bidding you farewell as I repeat the final score. Knoch 60, Indiana 42. Have yourself a great rest of your night, and this has been a production of WDAD and Renda Digital TV.